everyone, Will here from Mature Minded Gamers, and today we're going to be taking a look at Super Fantasy Brawl Forces of Nature box. This one is from the Kickstarter that recently is shipping out to backers now. Let's go ahead and dive what is into the box. Now, you've got Taze, Lorelei, and Nevermoor in here. Take a look at what we get. We've got a sheet that talks about the components. Yeah, 18 cards, 3 champions, 3 champion cards. And same thing in French. You also get the game insert trays as well. Through the countless wars that have engulfed history, Fabulosa has suffered the most. Eventually, nature had to fight back. Adored by his friends and feared by his enemies, Taze built his life on triumph after bloody triumph. Lorelei, once the nesting spirit of a druidic grove, kept the world in balance. Protector of the lost, Nevermoor became an avenging shade that preyed upon those who would prey on others. They are the forces of nature. That's actually pretty cool. Ooh, this one's a green insert. If you watch my other video for the unboxing, you notice we got red, blue, and yellow in there. This one is green. That's pretty cool. You get the one insert as opposed to being two separate. This one seems to be a little bit less as far as like the actual wasted space in the bottom of the tray. Snaps on pretty nicely here. First off, let's take a look at Taze's figure. Really slick looking. That looks really, really, really good. Got Lorelei here. Man. Pretty sharp looking. I'm digging it. Absolutely digging it. Man. That's pretty solid. And then we've got Nevermoor. So I've heard there are some people who this is broken off, a little bat on his shoulder, and then maybe he's even his head. But mine seems to be okay. I like this figure a lot. I like playing with him. He's one of my favorites. And then, of course, we've got the cards here. So let's dive down to those. First off, we're going to be talking about Nevermoor, the Shade. Has 1 defense, 8 health. Absolutely gorgeous art on there. On the opposite side with his leveled up version, enemies adjacent to Nevermoor cannot be targeted by an opponent's reactions. Really good character. I like using him. I mean, it's very situational. Obviously, you want to keep him together with your other members, but... Next up, Dark Envoy, 2 movement, 2 to 3 range. It looks like 2 to 3, so only 1 damage, and then you get to, after the attack, plan 2. Okay, that's for blue. Nightmare, get 1 movement, swoop 4 enemies, swoop through, suffer 1 damage, and fear 1. Okay, looks good. Guiding Light, 2 movement, place 1 of Nevermoor's allies adjacent to Nevermoor. That ally gains +1 damage until the end of the turn. Something to start your combat off with. Murder of Crows, +1 armor. After the attack, if Nevermoor is within 2 hexes of the attacker, ignore any other after effects and end all other lasting effects. Soul Reeve, Lifesteal, 2 movement, range 2. It's a lob, so it doesn't require line of sight, and it does 2 damage. Heals Nevermoor for 2. And then Grim Harvest, 2 movement, adjacent attack, does 2 damage. The attack gains +2 damage if the target has no allies within 2 hexes. So if you're able to single somebody out, that is a solid choice there. Alrighty, so next up we have Lorelei, Fable of the Fae. Alright, so 2 armor, 4 health. During the upkeep phase, draw 2 additional cards. That's amazing. That is very amazing. Whew. Clairvoyance, draw 1, plan 5, 3 movement. It says Grasping Vines, 1 movement, 2 range. Place the target adjacent to Lorelei. This may target Lorelei's allies. Bringing people where you want them. Getting them off of you know, like scoring points or next to the statues. Discard up to 4 cards. Heal your champions 1 for each of their cards discarded. Like that. Intervention. After the attack, if no damage was dealt, the target may heal 3 with a +1 defense. I give her a 3 defense. That's pretty solid. And then Nature's Wrath. 1 movement, 3 to 4. 3 attack. This attack ignores the defense of the target. That is sick. That's a very good card. And then Winding Paths. 2 movement, range 2. Looks like 2 damage or 2 attack. After the attack, swap the target's location with another enemy champion. Swap places with people. I dig it. Awesome. And then last but not least in this Forces of Nature box, we have Taze, the Thundering Thriller. 0 armor, 9 health. A little damage on the card there. Alright, leveled up side, same thing. Taze, when Taze would dash, he may deal 1 damage to an adjacent enemy instead. Huh. Kind of wish that was when he would dash, he may deal 1 damage to an adjacent enemy after the dash. Huh. You may think of it like ramming him or whatever. Rodeo, 2 movement, may move through enemies. Enemies move through suffer 2 damage. Okay. This is before the attack, dash 3. This attack gains +1 damage, or attack, excuse me, for each hex dashed. Okay. +1 armor, yet after the attack, dash 1, so moving out of position. Bludgeon, you got 2 movement, range 2, 2 damage, or 2 attack. After the attack, stun. Finishing Blow, before the attack, dash 2, so it's next to, it's an adjacent 3 attack. If the target is bloodied, this attack ignores defense. And then Rush, Taze or an ally may dash 2, get 2 movement on that. Wow. That's pretty sick. That's a lot of movement there. Plus getting one of your partners to be able to move as well. Alright, so that was Taze. That was Lorelei. And that was Nevermoor. So my favorite characters, I could really see them just kind of teaming up in one army. I'd love to get you guys' thoughts. Which of these champions is your favorite? Which is your least favorite? And why? So again, Nevermoor mine. I love how he looks. I love what he does. I love the support characters. And he is just screams everything that I like. So Nevermoor for me. And probably my least favorite here. I'm just not a fan of the big brawlers. Probably Taze. I don't know. I like the big hard-hitting characters, but he's just more of a movement character. So not necessarily what I like to play, not my style, but, you know, that's just me. So what do you guys think? All right, everyone. So that was the Forces of Nature box from Super Fantasy Brawl. This has been Will from Mature Minded Gamers. Be sure to check out all of our other great content on maturemindedgamers.com. And if you would, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, everyone, stay safe.